Welcome to the OFO podcast, now with 31% green eggs and ham and anal.
No.
I am your host, David. I hope everyone's doing so wonderful today. I know my week has improved over last week's by a mile. Before we begin the show, I just want to give a shout out to a channel I follow on YouTube called The Game Chasers. One of the guys, the main guy who started it, Billy, he had a brain tumor and been in the hospital for the past month or so, and unfortunately he lost his life a few days ago.
Oh, no.
Great channel. He brought me hours of entertainment, and it's a Texas-based thing that they did here. They were in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So, and they came down here. Actually, one of them their mother lives down here. So I've always wanted to run into them. They just seem like awesome guys. But I just want to give a shout out to Billy and his family and friends, and just issue my condolences. All right, back to the dick and fart jokes. Ram, how's your week been?
Terrible. Thanks for reminding me.
Well,
Fucking awful.
Yeah, I know.
No, did you get kicked out of your house? I don't think so.
Did you get kicked out of your house?
Yeah,
How the fuck did that happen?
I got into a massive argument with my asshole of a father.
Again?
And,
I thought it was already blown over.
When I told him, I was like, hey, I just found out I'm going to be laid off. He starts demanding money from me.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, what about all the work I've done for you for free for years and years and years? I was like, that doesn't make up for anything. I said, what do you want me to do, sleep on the street? And he's like, yeah, why don't you get out and go pay rent somewhere else? And I was like, all right, fuck you, I'm out.
Ah, shit, dude. Sorry to hear that, bro.
No, I'm staying with my cousin.
I got a doghouse outside my backyard. It's very spacious, believe it or not.
I'll be your bitch.
All right, that's good. You got to wear the collar, though.
No, I got a place. It's a lot closer, and it's a lot nicer, too.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad. Should have said something. I actually do have an extra bedroom, but we just use it for, like, fucking storage. So I got, like, 2 arcade cabinets still in the box I've never assembled, and a bunch of like boxes of other shit I just put in there over the years. James, how's your week been? Hopefully better than, don't tell me you got kicked out of your house.
I have not yet.
Okay.
I'm working on that.
You're working on it. All right then, sir.
Yeah, I'm fine now. But
I'm still waiting for our shirt. My shirt. It still hasn't
hasn't shown up yet?
Of course, the mail hasn't gotten there yet, so I don't know.
Yeah. But hey, if a naked Austrian shows up and asks me for my clothes, I'm running.
We'll talk about that later, because I'm surprised. I couldn't remember. Was there any female nudity in there? Because I only remember man ass.
Oh, well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sarah Connor's
And I just watched it last night, too.
Yeah.
Were you drinking?
No.
No?
Well, because I
How
drank.
did you miss the sex scene?
Because I was busy on my phone looking up stupid shit
Porn.
for the podcast, and then I drank until like 7:30 in the morning from Thursday to Friday, and then I fell asleep and then wake up till 7 o'clock something that evening, and there was like a bunch of people messaging me for stupid shit. And all right, guys, an illegal alien, a Muslim, and a communist go into a bar. The bartender asked, what can I get you to drink, Mr. Obama? Told you would like it. I told you would like it.
I love it. Finally, one that we can agree on.
You just don't get used to it. Next week's going to be way worse. Way worse. I'm sticking on this Muslim trend. All right. So for the question of the week, we are sponsored by a new service I just found out about. James offers a tutoring service. So glad my daughter is of age. We're going to go into that, and we'll show it to you in a little bit. Before we do, though.
She signed up, man.
Oh, fuck you. I was wondering why my grandson had your eyes. Kaylee, I'm so sorry. Damien, you have my permission to kick his ass.
That was all you.
No, not at all.
Sorry.
I am totally innocent here. We once again are sponsored by the wanking material of James.
Wanking Wild.
Wanking Wild.
Waking
Into
Wild.
the Unknown Book 1. I'm guessing the unknown is an STD.
Waking Wild is doing fantastic.
It is doing really
It's been #1 for so long.
I'm telling you, and that's not even a double entendre about it being long. Great book, guys. You should totally read it. I give it 100%. I've never read the fucker in my life, but it's a great book. It's a great book. Moving on, there's some stuff I saw on Twitter I thought I'd bring up because I thought it was just pretty damn funny. Let's watch this real fast, guys.
Let's face it, boobs are the greatest thing ever. Right now, this guy has an office boner. For some reason, women keep trying to cover their lady prizes up. Sometimes they even wear undershirts, which is a real fucking buzzkill. Well, now some asshole has invented this new boob apron, which is like a piece of a shirt that women attach to their bras so they can feel like they're wearing an undershirt when it's really just a boner-killing tit kerchief. For some reason, a guy telling a girl she has nice hooters is bad, but boob apron takes all the fun out of a date in no time. Nice white wine, dick. Boob apron has fancy fabrics and was made by slave children overseas.
That's so good.
This one's really funny. That's what we're gonna be talking about Jimmy Kimmel and his bullshit later, but I just wanted to bring this up.
ABC will get more ratings without Jimmy. The left is crying free speech. No, his ratings suck. ABC fired Kimmel. They had enough. You need ratings to get advertisers to make money. The fact is, Jimmy Kimmel is not that funny. ABC said no more job for me, because they'll get more ratings without Jimmy.
Real quick, I mean they're putting
good.
on to this guy hard, and he's just going ballistic. Couple of things others I want to show. I saw that. I just laughed. I mean, it is just so damn funny. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So, Mr. Turtle, what is it like being alive for over 100 years? I'm incredibly racist. Good Lord. Let's see here. We're going to do somewhat of a grab bag this week, but I'll wait for that one later. Okay. You can tell I'm just doing weird shit. Okay, I think that's pretty much it that I wanted to show. Well, it's there. This one was pretty funny, I thought.
I used to believe everything I'd see on the news, but that's before I discovered a brain.
A brain is meant for everyday use. Those living with moderate to severe stupidity have seen immediate improvement in common sense with a brain.
I thought the government had my best interests at heart, and then a friend told me about a brain.
Talk to your doctor about what news sources you obey. A brain may also lower your desire to take life-altering advice from celebrities.
Getting lectured about my carbon footprint from people with 3 private jets used to make sense. But thanks to a brain, now I can think for myself every day. When my disregard for third-grade biology began to flare up, I knew it was time for a brain.
Do not try a brain if you're allergic to a brain. Common side effects may include accountability, discernment, homeschooling your kids, a better understanding of economics, awareness of the stupidity of socialism, and diarrhea.
For tethering yourself to reality, the only no-brainer is choosing a brain. Ask your doctor if a brain is right for you.
For more information, visit tryabrain.com.
Now I could be full for I would hope more people would actually take that, but I would show this. It is fucking great, but it's like 10 minutes long. I'm not gonna subjugate our viewers.
Just give me the bullet points.
Basically, this came out in like early 90s, right when the Blair Witch Project movie came out, and so Cartoon Network decided to make one of Scooby-Doo.
Well, I think a lot of people did that because it was just so easy to replicate the handheld camera shit.
Yeah.
Me and my cousins did that. It was fucking hilarious.
What it is basically though, is like they put animation with real people in here as well. And they got all the voice actors. I think they were promoting like a new Scooby-Doo movie or something. But they would splice up the clips and put them in like late night shows and stuff like that. There would just be like a minute or 30 seconds or something like that. Some guy compiled them all into like a 10-minute video. It's actually pretty funny if you guys want to go watch it sometime.
Yeah, the one that we made, God, it was so fucking funny. We're like walking through my grandparents used to live on a ranch right next to the river.
Yeah.
And we were just walking through the wooded area. And there's this like brick house that's like half collapsed. And we go around the corner and my cousin's standing there like, "Oh, Jonathan, are you okay?" He's like, I'm peeing. And just peeing.
What?
You know, because the boy standing in the corner in the
Blair Witch movie,
he's like, "I'm taking a piss, leave me alone." You know, and then I turn around and I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Bigfoot." It was just my sister walking.
Oh, that's freaking mean. Funny though, funny.
Yeah, funny but mean.
Here's another one of those little ad
Side
ones.
effects may include seizures, coma, rabies, gonorrhea, bleeding from the anus, pink eye, red eye, nausea, explosive diarrhea, chlamydia, short breath, malaria, pneumonia, syphilis, herpes, suffocation, hair loss, HIV, muscle aches, fever, fatigue, runny nose, ulcers, headaches, migraines, tuberculosis.
At first, I thought they were talking about our podcast, but you know.
Arthritis, kidney disease, ADHD, HPV, skin rash, tingling and swelling of the face, lips, or tongue, fainting, dry cough, wet cough, sore throat, chicken pox, Alzheimer's, bronchitis, Ebola, measles, constipation, gastritis, heartburn, tumors, cancer, and even death. Talk to your doctor today about Permatrack.
What was the medication for?
Nothing.
It
They're
doesn't
just like
say?
listing off all, because I mean, if you listen to these fucking
Yeah,
medical things,
yeah.
man, they're like
Mhm.
all of them are like
What-
that.
How do you get malaria parasites from a drug?
I don't
understand
know. We're going to talk
Uh,
about that, and we're going to talk about. Oh, here. This one's pretty funny. This one might get us copyrighted.
I always liked to work outdoors, but when my allergies got the best of me, I thought those days were gone. Then I asked my doctor about Levitol, and he said, Levitol? What is that? I said, I don't know, I think it's an allergy medication. So he said, Levitol? Levitol? Oh, do you mean Levitrol?
I like the history that him and I don't remember his partner's sketch show.
Yeah.
definitely
Key and Peele.
Levitrol, not Levitol. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a doctor. So I said, can Levitrol help me? And he said, sure, it'll cure all of your allergies with little or no side effects, but it's not a miracle drug. It can't cure gay. And I was like, what? And he's like, you heard me, Tinkerbell? It can't cure gay. What's your problem? He's like, hey, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Lots of people have gay. Very common. And I said, first of all, I'm not gay. And second of all, gay's not a disease. And he's like, wow, you're pretty smart, fancy britches. I said, oh, bitch. And he's like, what, you going up on me, sugar? You want to throw down? Because I will drop you like a bad transmission. And I'm like, I don't want to fight. I just want to know if Levitrol is right for me. He said, I already told you it's right for you. What are you, gay and deaf?
Yeah, Key is really funny. Jordan Peele, I don't really care for him. But
Yeah,
He is
and he's hit or
hilarious.
miss. This dude's fucking
I
hilarious.
loved his segments on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh yeah,
Oh, he's so
he
great.
was pretty good.
yeah, I love that. I saw that. I was like, well, I already got a couple of like fake ads. I might as well, like pharmaceutical ads. Might as well throw a couple more. All right, guys.
I love the fake ads.
Yeah,
Those are fun.
they're funny, but the sad thing is they're becoming real because
Right.
they're trying to pass that law where like with commercials now for like pharmaceutical medication, they have to list everything if they're going to be doing this shit.
Then
Like
they
it's
won't-
not just like the little side effects,
Right.
everything.
Yeah,
you ever
not,
see the
not
list?
the common side effects. But
Yeah.
all the side effects.
Seriously.
So it's literally it's going to wind up being like that
Yeah.
second commercial I showed you.
yeah, you should see the list on a lot of medications.
Ugh.
I think are just a few possibility. No, there are so many medications that have lists that just literally look at this.
That's why most of my medication I do is
It's
just
like-
like it's herbal. The worst thing I'm going to wind up was like the Hershey squirts.
Yeah, I think James told me he took a medication one time and he had one of the rare side effects where he like lost time.
I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that
was many
that
years
was
ago.
nuts.
Don't talk about it too often, but yes, I took Paxil,
Never
and
heard of
it was used as an antidepressant, but for me it was for social anxiety. You know, so I could actually be in a group of people and not suddenly become quiet. And it worked. It actually really worked. My social life was climbing. I was doing better. I did notice a less sense of sympathy or empathy for others. Like there was a lowering of emotional response for other people's feelings.
That's just me, dude. I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
I mean,
could
I
be a
pride
little bit
my
of that too. I'm not the most empathetic person in the world,
Nah, neither
but
am I.
I noticed a change. But then on finals week, I woke up thinking it was the same day for 4 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I went to
Yeah.
school on Friday, thought it was Tuesday. I didn't realize something was wrong until something suddenly just clicked in my brain. And I talked to my doctor. She said, yes, it is a side effect, a known side effect for psychotropic drugs like Paxil and others. It's very, very rare. And then you go back and you look at some of these people that have committed, shootings, and they were on psychotropic drugs, and some of them don't remember what they were doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if there was something like, because I literally did. I got up every day. I did the same thing every day. I made my coffee. I checked my stuff. And something in my brain wasn't telling me it was the next day every day.
Yeah. So he was telling me the story, and I was freaking out because they admitted it is a side effect. It's a rare side effect. So normally when they say common side effects include this, they wouldn't tell you that, but now they have to. So I'm happy about that.
Well, they don't have to yet.
Well, okay.
They're trying to force them to do it. For right now, it's just the common stuff.
Right.
But even the common shit that they talk about in these ads is fucking ridiculous. Like, I saw one, I don't remember the fucking drug, but it says, may include suicidal thoughts. All right, I've heard that a lot in my drugs. Might promote gambling addiction. I was like, oh, really? So all of a sudden, I'm just going to be going and betting on the ponies. It's like, I can't stop.
That's the thing with psychotropics. They mess with your brain chemistry. So you are literally no longer yourself.
Oh, that's fucking weird. One thing I wanted to bring up before we get to the question of the week. They just released this a couple of days ago, about 22 hours to be exact. The man who attempted to kill Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, identifies as transgender. Why am I not surprised?
And was deeply mentally ill and suicidal.
Oh my
according to
God, it's like you
documents.
hit the trifecta of stupidity. These people need to be put in insane asylums. I'm sorry, they do. I said it once, I'll say it a million times. Sticking feathers up your ass does not make you a chicken.
Nope, just makes you kinky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully with a feather duster and a little maid's outfit.
You see, that actually brings up, I'm sure you're familiar with the training culture, right? What do they call them?
Yep, I hang out with them all the time, sir. I'm very familiar.
I really don't know much about all that much, but I do remember that one of the big differences was, yes, these guys would dress up as women and they would do shows and they'd do all that kind of crap, right? But they knew they were men.
Yeah, I love the birdcage. That's like my favorite, one of my favorite movies.
It wasn't something that they would try to tell you that and get mad. I am a woman. And no, you're not. And they understood this, kind of like the lady boy and whatever freaking country that is. They know
Thailand.
that they're not. Yeah, Thailand. Yes, right. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read anything about that. But they know. I saw a documentary where they were interviewing a bunch, and they know they don't sit there and try to convince people that, yes, I am a girl, I'm a woman. That's why they have that term ladyboy. But now you got these people that are so convinced that they're what they're not. You might as well be sticking a feather in your ass calling yourself a chicken, because you ain't that.
Well, it was like what Ram was telling me with the fucking kids. They're going to school now and they're fucking like basically dressing, because I don't know how we got into furries.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was because they found out that Tyler Robinson piece of shit was also into furries.
Yeah.
So I
mean, that's been a sexual fetish for a long time, but it was minor, very small, very
Well, it was behind door shit.
Behind
I mean,
doors. And
what you do in your bedroom is your fucking deal. Hey, you want to dress up like the Easter Bunny with your partner and blow each other with metal dildos?
I don't care.
And suck off your cat. I'm fine with
Your
it.
cat might call you in the face.
And look how great the cat must feel. It's a victimless crime. But man, when you're dancing around the fucking streets and like some kind of fucking weird parade and like children have to see this, they're gonna get the wrong impression, or molested, or both. So yeah. Okay.
Insanity.
Let's move on.
Yes.
So anyways, the question of the week, it is brought to you by James's tutoring service. Please enjoy this commercial. Stay away from my daughter, you fuck.
Does your teenager have trouble studying? Needs to learn how to focus? Do they need to bone up on knowledge? Fear not, with James Tutoring Services, all your problems are solved.
My daughter always seemed to have trouble focusing on the harder things in life. I really started to worry. That's when I called James and he arrived at our front door with his huge bag of tricks ready to help. James took charge immediately, grabbing my daughter and locking themselves in her bedroom for hours. I swear at times I could hear her screaming out the answers to James. Best money I've ever spent.
James doesn't stop until your teenager is more focused on boning up on as much knowledge they can handle. He'll work tirelessly throughout the night to give your child what she needs.
Take it from a satisfied father. James turned my daughter's life around. She's doing great at school now and she doesn't even want to date anymore. She just tells me how much she loves her tutoring sessions.
So take a chance on helping your teenager. Make the one call that will make all the difference. Call James Tutoring Services at 1-900-NO-MAILS. That's 1-900-NO-MAILS. It'll be the best choice you've ever made for your teenager.
Okay, so if I have any more children, definitely not going to be taking them over to you, sir.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Why do you get multiple women with your business?
Because I'm very skilled.
I just got the one.
We heard testimonials. It sounded pretty. Your services were really good, sir.
Yeah,
They always walk away with a smile and better grades.
yeah, they
Better
learned a
grades.
lot.
They are walking bone-legged for some reason, but the grades are up, so that's good. Okay, so the question of the week: would you rather have a photo of your naked body displayed in an art gallery, or have a vivid description of your wildest sexual fantasy published in a magazine? So this one's actually kind of a tame one compared to the disgusting shit I usually ask you.
Either would be okay with me. I mean, I don't want to be displayed in front of people naked, but if you've read any of my stuff, you've probably seen my wildest sexual fantasies. So,
The magazine then? Or
yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
And especially if I got paid.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm fine with either one. It's hard to choose.
Yeah, because none of my sexual fantasies are like so disgusting. Like, I'm not into children or men or anything like that. So, I wouldn't be embarrassed by any of that stuff.
There's like some sexual fantasies that are out of the norm, but I still find okay. Like, I'm actually very attracted to pregnant women, so I guess I have a pregnant woman fetish.
But I mean, that is
Plus, you can't get them any more pregnant,
right? Yeah.
So,
and it's not that uncommon.
Yeah,
it's relatively common.
David is
massive.
very potent.
Yes. I jerk off on a Tuesday on a towel. There's a
guess-
child in there on a Wednesday.
I would choose to have my wildest sexual fantasy published in a magazine.
I would do the picture. Only
because you're very proud of it.
Yes, but I would have to have a disclaimer. Please do not touch. Caution. Eyes have been lost. So as long as I have the disclaimer up there, I think we'll be okay.
It's a 3D painting.
No, but I mean, when you're drawing that, it's got to, it breaks the fourth wall, and sometimes the fifth,
and the ceiling,
and the ceiling. All right, guys, we are still in the month of September, and God, this month is going by so fucking fast. We got one more Saturday of this, and we're on to October, where we get to really watch some really nice horror movies. And probably a bunch more nudity. All right, so it is Sci-Fi September. Go ahead and hit the intro.
Sci-Fi September, let the magic ignite. Between reality and dreams, we take flight. With every movie, a new path we pave. Join the OFO as we delve and rave.
Okay, this week's, I always say month. This week's movie is Terminator. Yes, the original Terminator from 1984. A cyborg assassin from the future attempts to find and kill a young woman who is destined to give birth to a warrior that will lead a resistance to save humankind from extinction. What did you think of the movie?
It's fucking awesome.
It's a Terminator.
Right?
Classic.
Like I said, I watched it last night. Still can't believe I missed the nude scene. What's her name? What's her fucking name? Linda Hamilton. There we go. That's her name. Still, by far, my favorite fucking scene in that movie is like he's sitting on the bed. The Terminator, that is. It's like towards the end of the movie. And he's like, I guess the guy who runs the hotel knocks on his door and he's like, "What's going on there? You smell like you got a dead cat in there." And like in his mind, you can see him like, what phrase to read? Yeah. Then he goes, deep, 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 deep.
I wish
deep,
I
deep,
had
deep.
that.
Fuck you, asshole. And I'm like, yes. That's like still my favorite scene.
If anybody out there, if you're into synthwave, there's a music artist called Perturbator or Perturbator, however you pronounce it.
Perturbator?
I say Perturbator is the way that it's spelled. He uses a lot of lines from the Terminator, like when Sarah's calling the answering machine and she's like, "I'm at this place called Technoir," and then it flows into the music really nice. It's awesome music, by the way, too.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna listen to it, but if I get bored one night, maybe.
Yeah, and then he clips Kyle's audio where he's like, "It won't stop until you're dead." You know, it's really good music too.
That dude has just got great one-liners in like almost all these freaking shows. We're missing audio from someone.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm green.
I'm green.
Yeah, we're still missing because I'm fine. Tap yours real fast. Just one of you.
I'll do it.
Okay, yours is fine. It's yours.
Uh-oh. How long have we not had audio?
Probably for a little while, but let me check the settings real quick. I think we still go on because we just started the show. It's on there, so something on yours is dead. Pull out your other one. As you can tell, this is highly sophisticated.
Yeah, you've said that before.
Yeah, there we go. I got green now. Yeah, so maybe that one was dead.
We didn't charge.
It's possible.
Possible.
Okay, well, there we go. I'm glad I caught that before like we went on to the rest of it.
Good catch.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, now moving on to you, James. What did you
Apologies.
think of the movie?
Actually, it was really good. As I've mentioned this before, it's one of my 2 most favorite movies from the 80s. Loved it as a kid. Still love it. Yes. Awesome. Arnold Schwarzenegger was great. The sex scene was great. Linda Hamilton was great in that. That was back when she used to actually be hot.
I'd still fuck her now. Just for nostalgia.
I mean,
just for nostalgia.
Face because it kind of became like a prune.
Well, she's old. And she smoked like a pack a day.
She didn't age well. So, I didn't know that until, many years later when she finally was in another movie. And I'm like, yeah.
Strangely, another Terminator movie, Dark Fate.
Right, yeah, when she was in another Terminator movie, I was like, wow, I didn't want to see that. But
I'm not choosy, sir.
No, but seriously,
I'd still bet her down.
Still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that, you go back and as a kid, a lot of kids, we all would play Terminator, kind of like kids used to play Cowboys and Indians. It's the same kind of thing,
I dressed up in his character like one year for Halloween, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that iconic. Even if you weren't supposed to watch this, parents still let you watch the damn movie.
That's why everybody should own a 50 caliber Beowulf. So if the Terminator shows up, you can take him out.
Please sponsor James.
Please sponsor. Yes.
He loves
we want him to save mankind.
Be prepared.
Oh, good Lord. Nudity rating on this movie. I mean, she shows her tits. That's always good. There's also something there for the ladies who got some man ass. Way too much of Arnold's ass. I mean, it's like they focused on it. But I will say, for man's ass, not bad. I don't discriminate. Nudity rating, I give it a 3.
2.5.
Yeah, I'll be nice and give it a 3. Maybe it's this nostalgia from my youth.
It could be. All right. Do we have anything else to say about this movie? I mean, it's the fucking Terminator. If you haven't watched it, you got to be living on a cave or you're like 1.
What I really love about just the idea of the Terminator even is the pure creativity. Like, I want to say it was drugs because it was around the 80s, but like who comes up with time traveling assassin robots?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just such great creativity, and they don't really do shit like that anymore.
No, they don't. And if they do, it's a rip off of this.
Yeah, they didn't come up with it independently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually read a story. I was watching a video about it that originally Arnold was trying to become Reese in the movie. That's where he was applying for. And he's at lunch one day with James Cameron. And he's talking about like whoever you guys, because originally they were going to get O.J. Simpson to play the Terminator. That's messed up. I couldn't even figure that. But like Arnold's sitting there with James and they're talking and they're telling each other. He's telling him like, okay, this is what you need to make. He's got to be single-minded, He can't like be like looking at his gun. He's a machine, He does, and eventually James just goes, well, you have such an idea of the character. Why don't you play it? And the whole reason Arnold didn't want to do it because in the entire movie he only has 27 lines, and he just finished playing Conan the Barbarian. He did like 128 lines. So he didn't want to go step down from that. But it eventually convinced him, and it was a good casting, honestly.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone who would have done the Terminator better than him.
Right? And it's actually one of the very few movies where people love the antagonist as much as they love the protagonist.
And that's by design. I mean, James was telling Arnold, he's like, I didn't want to play a bad guy, but he said, look, the way this movie is going to be, you're going to be celebrated. You're going to be looked as the hero, even though you're not. And that's kind of, he was one of the first movies I ever watched that I was rooting for the anti-hero. Which it's becoming like a trope nowadays, but back in the 80s, that was one of the first. Rate the movie, guys. I'm giving it a 5.
5.
Easily 5. One of my favorite sci-fi movies ever, which I do still hate because every time I watch this, I got to watch part 2 right after. I have to. It's just, you have to do it. Fun time. All right. Well, you know what that means. Now we get to hear Mr. Ram go off on his rant. So please, for the love of God, hit the intro for Ram's top 10 out of content spots.
Ram's got voices running through his head. Ram's rod is about to penetrate your mind. Here's Ram's top 10 out of context thoughts.
Take it away, Ram.
All right. Number 1, Los Angeles in 2029 looks better than Los Angeles 2025. Number 2, naked people running around LA committing crimes is just normal now. Number 3, what the fuck kind of sandwich is that? Number 4, come with me if you want to live. That's what David tells his sexual partners. Number 5, those pants smell like farts and butthole 100%. Number 6, you trying to blow your own dick off? Number 7, terminate those titties, Kyle. Number 8, that 6'2" Austrian bodybuilder came out of nowhere, officer. Number 9, the stop motion from the 80s is better than most CGI today. And number 10, choke me harder, robot hand.
The first on-camera autoerotic asphyxiation.
Right? That was really good.
They just keep getting more entertaining, sir. You know, I realized that we've been doing this for almost 6 months.
Damn.
Wow. And we still haven't been canceled. I'm fucking shocked.
It's weird because we just started chatting at work and we were like, this is so funny. We should create a podcast, and then you made it happen.
Well, I mean, you guys, nothing happens without the support of you guys. I appreciate it. And it's only going to get downhill with more Muslim jokes. Just saying, it's going to happen. Eventually, I'm waiting for us to be like some guy running for the door and going, Akaba! Oh. And then, I don't know. That's just the way I look at it. All right, guys. So we're done with the movie. Let's go on to the douchebag of the week. And this one is multiples. Well, it's more of a subset. Let's go ahead and hit the intro for it, please.
This is the douchebag. I said douchebag. Douchebag of the week.
All right. So the douchebag of the week are famous people who celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. Jesus Christ. I can't speak today. I swear to God. And these are just a list of people that celebrities, but I mean, they're also just normal people, but they kind of made themselves famous because of the stupidity. Matthew Dodd, who was an MSNBC political analyst. Dowd was terminated after he made comments during live coverage of the Kirk assassination, describing him as one of the most divisive figures and suggesting that hateful rhetoric leads to violent actions. His remarks were deemed inappropriate, insensitive, and unacceptable by MSNBC's president, which says a lot considering he's a douchebag too. Another person would be Charlie Rock, a public relations coordinator for the NFL's Carolina Panthers. Rock was fired after he sarcastically referred to Charlie's views on gun death in social media posts, which was perceived as celebrating his death. Another one, we got Laura Lightsey, an assistant dean of students at Middle Tennessee State University, my mother's old college, was sacked after she wrote on Facebook that she had zero sympathy for Charlie. This one is fun. Stephen King, which he's not related to ours.
You sure about that?
I don't know, because he would have probably killed him by now. A now deleted X post that the 30-year-old political commentator previously advocated for the violence of throwing stones to kill gay people. He later retracted the statement and expressed regret for taking a comment Charlie made on his podcast last year out of context. This is what you do when you're so far to the left and you see one of someone you're following posts a bullshit lie and you're like, yeah, that's how horrible he is. And then 30 minutes later, what? Oh, here's a receipt of what they were talking about. It was completely out of context. I still don't like the douchebag. Like his books. Don't like him personally. Drew Harrison, a senior staff artist at Sucker Punch Productions, was fired after making comments on Blue Sky that they were interpreted as celebrating the death of Charlie. He was Sucker Punch is a video game studio. Their games are hit or miss. Won't be buying any more of their products ever after that bullshit. And then move over, because here's more people, the people that teach our children. Teachers and school officials, which I have some over here. It's going to be pretty funny to watch, guys. Reports emerged on various educators across the U.S. being placed on leave or fired for their comments about Charlie's death. For instance, a teacher in South Carolina was dismissed for stating that America became greater with Charlie's death, while another educator in Oregon expressed that the assassination brightened up my day. Other public employees, various public officials, including firefighters and city council members that faced disciplinary action for their social media posts celebrating or making light of Charlie's death. Investigators were launched into several individuals across multiple states, including Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia. These people are trash. You can't. How can someone celebrate someone? It would be different, honestly. It would be different if he was a mass murderer or he's done horrendous, violent acts or shit like that. He sat at a table and talked to people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's no reason to celebrate that. I don't care if you don't like what he has to say.
That's what happens when you gaslight an entire population. You tell people that, oh, they're a Nazi. Freedom is at stake. The democracy is at stake. These people are evil. He wants, blacks in chains and, whatever, women in servitude. It's like you just keep lying and lying and lying. You're going to end up having somebody that's going to act out like that. But what's even worse is the celebration of it. So not only did media, I frankly think that they're directly responsible for it, because you can only lie about people so much before somebody does something, just like what happened with Trump and others. Then they turn around and celebrate it, try to justify it. It's disgusting.
It's sick. It's twisted. And furthermore, these people are now getting what they deserve. They're getting fired. They're getting suspended. And there's an uproar in the nation from that small minority because they because they just said something. The hell they can't. They're now doing the whole double standards. Well, you didn't like cancel culture. Now it's happening to us. Shouldn't you feel ashamed? No, because there's a difference between having a different set of opinion and you don't like what someone says, and then the flip side, celebrating someone who was murdered.
Agreed.
Yep, celebrating the murder, the act of murder.
Yeah, speaking of gaslighting and brainwashing, I had a question for you. Do you have a TikTok account?
I do have. I set up one, but I don't really go on it. I don't really post on it.
I was telling James I had this theory that TikTok is brainwashing people. Because a lot of the people that are super far left or radical left that I know, they're all on TikTok constantly. And then they tell me, oh, Donald Trump's evil racist. He wants to force women to have babies. And I was like, where are you getting this from? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Is he going to hold a gun to your head and watch you get fucked or whatever?
Trump isn't the king, so maybe.
Where do you get this information from? And then I know somebody else, fucking asshole, that was saying that Charlie Kirk was a racist and an asshole and he got what he deserved. And I was like, that's really fucked up. Where are you getting that from?
Yeah,
And then they're always on TikTok too.
yeah. I mean, they get to the point where there's like, oh, he was a racist. Okay, how?
Yeah, and then when I ask like how, where do you get that information? Well, I'd never seen any of his stuff, and I don't follow him, but I heard it from someone. And like,
Right.
well, how you're so convinced that you're telling me to my face?
Yep.
You're
On
so
the-
fucking convinced that you're right. What you're saying is right, and what I'm saying is wrong.
Mhm.
I don't get it.
Well, I was just going to say, on the flip side of that, you have a lot of people that have been on the left, Democrats for a long time, women, men, whatever, seeing all this happen and turning away from them, saying,
Yes.
you know what, maybe something about them knew that something wasn't right, but seeing this disgusted them.
Yeah.
You know, I've been seeing posts. People say I've been a Democrat. I'm now voting Republican. I'm going to go and register, or I just registered today, or I went to church for the first time in 20 years or whatever. You know, young people, old people, doesn't matter. So his death had widespread impact.
I mean, he created basically one of the guys that was really big into this right around Charlie, but he retired. He's back to a guy named Milo. He pretty much was banned. Like he was the poster boy for like being banned and violence in there because everyone wanted the dude dead. And he's basically after this, he came out and says, you know, I'm unretiring. So he's going to start doing the college campuses again, kind of helping to replace them. I don't like the guy personally, but he does make good points. So hey, just because I don't like you personally, yeah, if you want to go and spread the gospel or whatever, go for it.
Yeah, I just think that, you know, I think his wife, I can't quote her exactly, Erica, but what she said, that they have no idea what they've awakened. They don't know what they've done.
Nope.
You know, so you know what, left, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm done with that.
I was just gonna finish up really quick.
Oh,
So then there's people like us that I'm pretty safe to say we either right thinking or Republican or conservative, what have you, and we all think the same, and we all seem to have common sense, and none of us use TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really want somebody to do a study on that. Like, is TikTok brainwashing people?
They actually did a study about it. It's not, I don't know, brainwashing, but they said it is causing something in our brains. Same thing with shorts on YouTube, that we're getting these short clips and we're like that, and then we move on to the next short clip, the next short. Because how many people are raise your hand. You're sitting in bed and you can't sleep, and you're just going through like shorts or shit like that, and going through multiples. And for like an hour, you're like, we've all done it.
Known for a long time, though. For example, for the first time in history, not only has the average U.S. IQ dropped a couple of points, but so has attention span is lowered. You know, they used to blame that kind of thing on television stuff, but it's gotten worse since TikTok and that sort of thing. These short videos, you know, our brains are being programmed to expect fast moving, move on to the next topic, finish quickly, you know, kind of content. And so, you know, and of course, same kind of thing as even before the internet, right? One of the things that you would use to brainwash people, if you want to call it that, is repetitive propaganda.
Yeah.
Right? What are you seeing if you're watching TikTok? If you're in a bubble and you're just seeing the same stuff over and over and over from different, you know, content creators, it's going to influence you. And the more you see it, you know, the more you're going to believe it. I watched a video from a young lady. She was raised, actually in a lot of ways, sounded a lot like this young man that killed Charlie. She was raised in a conservative home, raised in church. She was homeschooled. She was taught all this, you know, conservative values, had, you know, step brothers, or not step, I guess adopted brothers. Yet when she went to college, she totally turned to the left. She was already affecting that way before because of internet. That's what she would say. She would watch these TikTok videos. And so she would argue with her parents because of all this leftist stuff she was getting online. And then after Charlie Kirk, she realized that no, she was wrong. She looked further into it and realized, look at all this disgusting stuff that we're teaching people.
I mean, you can. I mean, all you have to do is go through history. They're the ones that started the Ku Klux Klan. They're the ones that were pro-slavery. They're the ones that, and I'm still shocked at this. Like I said, I read a study. I told that they brought, well, not a poll, but statistics that currently they have like 890 something Republican, right wingers that have committed some kind of violence or anything like that. Democrat side, it's over 21,000. It's not even like even half.
Yeah. It's all in how they categorize. You would take, we remember these shootings where the trans people were going in and killing the people in the church or the school or whatever, right? These were clear politically motivated events, but they were not classified as such.
They just barely released the manifesto from Nashville.
Yeah. So, that's one of the things that they're going to be changing under this administration is they're going to be properly categorizing. That's how they would have these false categories or false statements where they say 95% is on the right and the rest on the left. It's like, no, it's actually the other way around. They just deliberately don't categorize it as political violence when it comes from the left.
It's the same way when someone gets fucking arrested and like everyone, I don't care if he looks like Simba. He's fucking, he's considered white. They put him down as white and he looks fucking charcoal. Or he appears to be very white.
The suspect is possibly white.
Yeah.
So there was that study that came out that says short form content like that, like TikTok and YouTube shorts and stuff, is very damaging for brain development and causes more harmful brain or more brain damage than excessive alcohol abuse.
Woohoo! I'm all right. Because I don't really watch too many shorts nowadays. I stick to the sauce. I'm gonna live forever.
All right, you can continue.
Okay. So I wanted to show you guys this. This is a clip of I saw that was just fucking hilarious.
So y'all got me fired for my job.
You're fired! So I lost my job.
You're fired!
Fired for my fucking job. I was just fired for my job.
Oh my! Their tears taste so sweet.
So I was just fired from my job.
You're fired! Get out! You're fired!
The fucking nose ring brigade over here.
I'm telling you.
One bites the dust.
Sorry, I was playing music. I had to say something.
Dispatcher from Nashville, Tennessee.
You're fired! Get out!
Fired?
You're fired!
One more. All right.
So y'all got.
I love these people. They are just fucking. Oh, this one I saw and like, yeah. Teacher showed Charlie Kirk assassination video to 10 and 11-year-olds. Told students he deserved to be killed.
Is that the one you were telling me about? Or she was showing it on repeat?
Yeah, this one actually I found out was in Canada, but still. There was another one, I think it was in Oregon, but she was showing it to like high schoolers. So either way, I mean, I would lose my shit if I was like that age just watching it. I'm in my 40s and just watching when the blood started flying out freaked me the hell out. And I'm a horror movie fan, so
real is not the same.
Yeah. This I thought was pretty funny about all this.
And now people stabbed a black man stabbed a white female refugee from Ukraine for no reason. And now people think it was somehow racially motivated because he said, I got that white girl. That makes no sense, Brian. Do people not understand this man is a victim because he's black? You're exactly right, Rachel. This man is a victim. In fact, he's been a victim 14 times. Luckily, every time there was an incident, the courts felt bad because he's black and let him go. Now social media is trying to paint him as some kind of vicious killer just because he's black. Oh, please. That woman must have done something to provoke him, right?
Well, obviously, Rachel, she's white.
It's pretty hard to tell in the video. She appears to just be sitting there minding her own business, not doing anything at all. But then I saw she's wearing a hat. So I'm thinking the back of her hat must have said the N-word or something.
Ooh, I think you're right, Brian. That must be why the victim felt scared and attacked her.
There's only one way to know for sure. We have to speak to an expert on victims. There's only one man alive who could prove we're correct.
So you think you can help us identify what was on that woman's hat, Jussie? Of course I can. I'm just on it. Nobody knows victims better than I do. I'm actually glad you came to me because I did a little research before you got here. It's clear that this woman provoked her victim attacker, but it's not because of what was on her hat. Then what was it? You should prepare yourselves. The answer is far worse than you could ever possibly imagine. That black man was provoked.
Because hundreds of years ago, white people had slaves.
Oh my god, no wonder the victim was so violent. That woman was white and white people had slaves a long time ago. Rachel, I think we have what we're looking for.
Wow.
Yep.
I think it's kind of out of context, but
That is the, that's the logic of the left these days.
Yeah, like I know it's a joke, but that's literally how they think.
yeah.
It's fucking retarded.
It's not only that. I mean, I've been like watching grudgingly like some news broadcasts, and they're trying to fucking blame Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
They're like pushing this fucking agenda, or like it wasn't his fault. Tyler's a good boy. He just has mental problems.
Right?
Nothing wrong. Charlie set him off.
Yeah.
What a bunch of bullshit. Take responsibility for your fucking actions, you pieces of shit.
Yeah, you don't like someone, you don't have to watch them or listen to them.
Now, I thought this was important. This is something, Charlie had a little thing, and I want everyone to watch it. I think it's very informative.
Because we need to protect all big booty Latinas. If you're a 9, you are fine. You get to stay. If you're an 8, we can have an immigration debate. If you're a 6, you can kick bricks. But Charlie, let's protect my housekeeper. Why does Juanita have to go, Charlie?
You said she's legal, right?
She's illegal, yes.
Illegal. Okay.
Illegal. Oh yeah, she's very illegal. No
I'm
papers.
sorry, they all gotta go.
No, but Charlie, I can't afford to pay a legal one. It's like 50 cents an hour for her.
It's gonna break your bank.
Charlie, please, just let the lady stay. She's not.
No amnesty, no deportations, no exceptions. They're all going
Okay,
home.
well, I still won this debate. I love Charlie. We love you, Charlie. Keep
God
up the
bless
good
you.
work.
Big booty Latinas.
That's funny.
They're just photos. I'll be talking about that later. Let's see here. This is the guy who basically just got fired recently.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
So that's the only thing, because his voice makes me want to like slit my wrist. This is basically what got him fired. Jimmy Kimmel is no longer with the show. And here's like what you were talking about, furries.
Mm-hmm.
This is his boyfriend or girlfriend or Ed thing. I don't know. Fuck toy.
Yep.
It's just mental health. Poor mental health.
That would imply they had brains to begin with. They need to be on that prescription, a brain. These people are stupid. They're retarded. I'm so sick and tired of all this shit. Here's another jackass. He was mocking him fucking being Charlie being murdered.
Yeah, I heard he was expelled, right?
Yeah, there he does his little dance.
Why wasn't he arrested? It says he was spitting on people.
I don't know, but
it's assault.
He crashed a memorial event, mocked Charlie's assassination, and he has been expelled.
Okay.
So I love seeing that shit. You can call it cancel culture if you want or whatnot. I am cool with it. I did send Jimmy a little tweet because, I felt bad for him, sort of. Says, I hear you're employed now. If you're not, the OFIL podcast is more than willing to hire you as a dog fluffer.
Nice way to play the podcast, too.
Well, I figured we can bring some dogs in. He can sit there in the corner and kind of fluff them, and it'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah, I mean, these people, this one we're talking about. Roseanne Barr, fired from ABC Disney, and her hit show Roseanne canceled overnight in 2018 after one tweet. Hundreds of crew and cast lost their jobs. Gina Carano, fired from The Mandalorian in 2021 for social media posts that didn't fit the left's politics, dropped by her agency too. Megyn Kelly, fired by NBC in 2018. Her morning show canceled after comments about Halloween costumes. I don't even remember that. Dave Chappelle, they tried to cancel him. Netflix employees staged a walkout and demanded his comedy special be pulled for transphobia. The left tried hard to cancel him, but yeah, didn't happen. Joe Rogan, the left pressured Spotify to drop and running coordinated campaigns and advertiser boycotts over COVID discussions, which, by the way, he was 100% right on everything he said. Right. Tucker Carlson taking off Fox News in 2023. Liberal activist bragged about advertiser pressure campaigns that helped force him out, costing thousands of downstream jobs. I don't know what the hell Parler is. I think wasn't that like a new social media thing they were trying to do?
Something.
Yeah, Apple, Google, and Amazon colluded in 2021 to wipe the entire platform off the internet.
Parler.
Yeah, okay, I remember that.
Yeah, it was mostly used by conservatives.
Yeah.
And they literally banned the app.
And then we got J.K. Rowling blacklisted from events, attacked by activists, and pressured out projects for speaking her mind. I don't like the Harry Potter books. I just don't. I don't like the movies. They're stupid. They're gay. And not like that awesome ass fucking gay. I'm just talking gay. But as a person, I think she's awesome. She speaks her mind. It seems like she's got common sense.
And none of that stuff that they wanted to cancel her for was wrong. It was all right.
Yeah.
Wasn't she trying to say Hermione was black at one point, and then they were reading the book and they're like, it says she had pale alabaster skin or something like that.
I don't know. I know that one of the characters, she said, yeah, the character's gay, and no one seemed to give a fuck about that. So, Mike Lindell, MyPillow, pulled from major retailers, banned from Twitter, and Target with advertiser boycott. And finally, I'm surprised this guy has, because even I say he's a little weird, but I will fight to the death for his right to say whatever he wants to say. It's freedom of speech. Alex Jones, simultaneously banned in 2018 by YouTube, Facebook, Apple, and Spotify, coordinated erasure celebrated as a model for censorship. So, yeah, and they got it pretty much right. Accountability only goes one way. The left has spent the last decade perfecting cancel culture, destroying jobs, nuking shows, wiping platforms off the internet, and laughing while people's lives were ruined. But sure, Jimmy Kimmel smugly lying about a political assassination is totally fine.
Yeah. Well, they've been operating with impunity for years. So that's why you can go on YouTube and I've been, I don't know if to call it shadow banned or whatever, where they either won't show your post. You can post on
it's shadow
make a comment, and nobody else can see it.
Yeah,
So they're still letting you post it, so you think that you haven't been banned, but in reality, nobody's actually seeing it.
Yeah,
they don't do that to the left.
No, they don't.
That's a one-sided thing, and that's what people have gotten used to.
So, but I mean, that's the only thing I will take from Charlie's assassination is that it woke a lot of people up, and the people that were already in this kind of sphere, politically and whatnot, they're actually doing more now. So, I think it's just a telltale thing that there was not one Republican that went out there and didn't give a fuck about the Democrats in Minnesota that passed away that were murdered. And it's real telling that out of there's 90 freaking Democrats on the floor right now that didn't give a fuck about Charlie at all. Yeah. They just didn't care. They're like, nah. They didn't disapprove of the assassin's actions. Nothing. They're like, nah.
Which is honestly, that's the same as giving approval.
Yeah.
So there are going to be wackos out there that are on the edge of violence that are going to see that and say, oh, so they do approve. They just can't openly say, I approve.
Yeah. Yeah. These people are fucking evil. That's all I got to say. And I am so happy these assholes are getting their just desserts. Now they know what we've been putting up with for fucking years. And it's been almost a decade of this cancel culture bullshit. So, bye, Jimmy. Yep. The fluffing offer is still around. You can feel free. I bring my little Shih Tzu. I got a little bitty Chihuahua like this big. You'll have to use very gentle hands.
Yeah, you know, AJ, you talked about the effect of those video shorts on the brain.
Mhm.
I did a quick little research, and yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that it does. You know, the excessive dopamine hits, you know, bright visuals, quick punchlines, novelty every 15, 30 seconds. You know, this can make longer, slower activities, reading a book, watching a movie, even conversations feel boring and hard to focus on. And it goes on. There's a lot of information. Like, you know, that studies suggest excessive short-term content trains the brain to crave rapid context switching. You know, so yeah, it definitely is affecting us as a people.
Yeah, it is, because I mean, I know when I'm looking at porn, I'm all like, I have like 5-10 different tabs open. Like, do I mean to move for Asians or I'm in for black girls? And then can I do a split screen? They can watch it simultaneously,
Do the quad screen,
That's-
dual monitors.
Yeah, the fact is this is a huge experiment. Mankind, as far as we know, has never had this kind of technology. So this is the first generation of people that are living with this every day, and how it's affecting us matters. And
damn aliens!
Yes, it's all their
bringing
fault.
us all these fancy doodads and their microwaves and their anal probes.
Microwaves.
If we can only go back to the microwave and anal probes and get rid of this stuff, we'd be okay.
We'd be walking funny, but yeah, I would agree.
Mhm.
Do we have any more to talk about these douchebags, or just like this whole culture?
I don't.
All right, let's just move on.
Good riddance.
Bye, Jimmy. All right, and that's gonna lead us over to James' takeaways. Go ahead,
All right.
Go ahead and hit his interest music.
James takeaways. Hear his voice resound in the heart of a moment. Wisdom's found. Every thought's a treasure. Every laugh's a win. With confidence, we'll let the journey begin.
James,
Okay.
take me away.
Okay. I decided to take a little detour. AI NPC mods. Are you guys familiar with those?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I've always wanted to be able to see this. I like gaming, RPGs, and so on. And so being able to install a mod where you can have conversations and convince NPCs and change their behavior is insane. I was watching. I've seen these AI mods for Skyrim, Fallout 4, even Cyberpunk 2077, and others, where you can actually have full conversations with NPCs. And you know, and gamers are already using it to do the dumbest stuff imaginable, like convincing a guard he's living in the Matrix, or asking a blacksmith about his childhood drama. I mean, it's funny as hell, but I actually think it's the future of, you know, gaming, especially RPGs and adventure games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you're not, you know, pigeonholed specifically just for the programmed responses for that NPC. They'll probably, you know, program the NPC to be able to have certain responses, and obviously you're going to have adventures. You're going to want to make sure certain things happen. But it's really fascinating. I actually really love that. I'm sure you've always wanted to do that too. Would you love to you go to you're playing Skyrim, you see the queen, and you want to actually talk to her, not just click, you know, hey, what up, bitch? You know, you want to say things, you know, and how you respond could affect how their relationship advances. You know, is she willing to, you know, be your friend, you know, or is she going to tell her guards to arrest you because you're in there, you know, calling her a bitch?
Mm-hmm. Like, no, that's a compliment where I'm from.
Yeah, right. You know, or you can go in and convince them. Yes, I'm from the real world, and this is digital, and I came here to save the day.
Mm-hmm.
I came to rescue you.
Burn him out to stake. He's
You
a
know?
witch.
Right, where they can really in real time change, you know, their behavior based on input from you. I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, I mean sounds. You had me at convincing a guard he's in the Matrix.
Right.
But the thing is with that, the only problem I would have with that is if they did that. The games nowadays are so fucking massive.
Mm-hmm.
If you're having to incorporate AI into it, fuck, it's gonna be like 1 terabyte games.
Probably, but yeah, that's the thing. These, I mean, what I'm seeing are just mods that people are putting in there, but it's still incredibly impressive for mods in older games like Skyrim. You know,
Skyrim's on everything. It's like Doom. It's on everything. I saw someone like put Doom on a fucking microwave. One of those smart microwaves. Like, okay.
So yeah, I want to see that in the future, because if it's built into the game, you would think it would be even better.
Yeah.
You know,
It would have to be way more refined.
mm-hmm.
Like a mods and mods, a bunch of guys doing it. But I mean, if a company's going to go out and be making a game and they want to incorporate it, it's got to be very sophisticated. So at least that's what I would figure it was. But then again, everything comes out nowadays is broken as fuck. So please sit back and wait while your 27,000 gigabyte one day patch installs.
When I was a kid, this stuff was sci-fi. Seriously. I mean, they would make movies about this kind of stuff because it was, you know, futuristic and science fiction. It's not science fiction anymore.
It's slowly becoming a reality.
Mm-hmm.
And that means Skynet is so close.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we kind of skipped it last time. We're going to be doing our grab bag right now. I had one, and then he's going to be talking about, what was it, dildos?
Yes, yes.
Dildo lasers or something?
Laser dildos.
What? Like lightsabers?
Well, if you want to do a sword fight so we can turn off the lights and play. It's not as fun as who's in my mouth, but it gets the job done. So go ahead and hit the grab bag intro, please.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag? It's a grab bag, bitch!
All right, so I'm going to go first this time because I've been wanting to talk about this for fucking weeks. And that is the Phillies Karen. Let's see if I can. I got just so much shit on this damn thing I have to go for.
There's just been so much going on. You haven't had a chance.
Okay, well, I guess I can start here. All right, so the Philadelphia Eagles general manager, Jeffrey Laura, I guess that's how you say it, was shocked the sports world by announcing the permanent ban of the famous Phillies Karen from Lincoln Financial Field. Basically what happened was this bitch, they hit a home run. The Phillies hit a home run, and this guy ran over, and they're all scrounging for the ball. He winds up getting it, takes it back to his son, give it to her. She felt entitled, so she goes over there and berates the man until he forces basically the boy to give her the ball. Didn't work out too well for her. I think I have the video somewhere around of it actually happening. I think it's down here though. Yeah, there we go. So. Let's see here. I think this is the fucking. Oh, no, this is after the fact. But everyone's just calling her out. And she's just flipping them all off. Because, of course. This is like a skit I was telling you guys about. Say, look, he's beating the dad. He got the baseball. He's all happy. He's like, here, my son. You may have the baseball. And then there comes the Karen, who's played by the Grinch.
I love that people are making fun of that.
I mean, it is. I mean, who the fuck takes a fucking baseball from a child?
Why are they dressed like cheerleaders?
I don't know. I try not to think about stuff like this because it's just bad. But anyways, this guy went ahead and banned her from live, so she can no longer go there no more. And this, she got fired for this bullshit.
Oh, from her job?
Yeah. It's the same thing. I mean, would you want some bitch to steal a baseball and be rated a little boy and his father working for your company?
I would be really seriously, questioning her character.
Well, I just see the haircut and the glasses and
the dog face.
Yeah, that's her.
No, that's an insult to dogs.
And this is one I saw just to get that damn taste out of her mouth. Some guy got a home run ball. It's like, here you go.
Oh, that's wholesome.
Who wouldn't want to do that for a child? I mean, I couldn't do that.
You couldn't?
I mean, maybe he would. Maybe he would, but he's like, I remember that. What happened to that Karen? Oh shit! Here's the ball. I don't want to get fired.
You're a little kid.
Your actions have consequences. That's my whole segment for this show. Your actions have consequences. Do you have freedom of speech? Fuck yeah, you do. That's the best thing about living into this country. Does your speech have consequences depending on what you say? Yes, they do. I can't go out right now and insert kill this person, insert whatever, and someone goes and does it, and it's like, well, you said. So I would be partly responsible for that because I would be inciting it.
That's one of the reasons why they're actually looking at people like that, because there are so many instances of people in media calling for the death of various people on the right. You know, yeah, that's not legal.
It's not.
We do actually have laws against calling for violence. You know.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird scenarios where they're never going to change. They're not.
They're not.
I'm just hoping that we get to a point where most of the people that do that that are on the left, Charlie helped out. I hope it goes more into it where we have more people just leaving. So eventually, basically, we get rid of the Democratic Party completely. And as it is, their approval rates, I know it's under the 20% now. I think it's like 17 last I saw. So Jesus Christ, I've never seen anyone that fucking low. And I lived through fucking like both Bushes. And they suck and they're Republicans. But fuck.
Nothing. Yeah.
All right, moving on. All right, what is your dildo laser topic today, sir?
What? Is that a real thing?
No. It has nothing to do with dildos. Unless you wanted to make one. I don't know. It's actually
genius.
Oddly enough, I went with something different today. Lasers. How much do you guys know about lasers, right? I mean,
only the dildo kind.
Right? Well, lasers aren't sci-fi anymore. They're a practical way to make drones and cheap rockets irrelevant. Tanks won't disappear, but their body guards will be LEDs, jammers, and hard kill lasers. Or change, somebody just forgot to tell Bethesda. So, you know, the line. Or never changes in Fallout. I love it. Great. But lasers do actually make a very big difference.
Yeah.
You can literally shoot down a mortar round with lasers, and we do have those defenses. They were testing them in Iraq back in the day. So my point is that lasers, while they're awesome for the upcoming battlefield and what we're seeing, what's going on around the world right now for the U.S., basically makes conventional aircraft obsolete.
Yeah.
You know, unless you can avoid being detected, you can be shot down by a laser.
But I've always thought they've had that's like since like the 80s. I firm believe that Star Wars project shit was actually finished and it's up there.
I was going to get into that. Yeah. Yes, it started before then, but yeah, the Star Wars really had a lot to do with it. For example, back in the 80s, they were testing lasers on F-16 fighter craft, right? But the thing is it took them time to develop it so that it was cheap, right?
Yeah.
Now they're not using, they're solid state now, they're not using chemical lasers anymore, right? So now it's just a matter of developing the power. So each shot is, you know, pennies worth of value, you know, or I should say pennies in cost once you have the machine. So instead of thousands of dollars for a rocket or a missile, you're spending pennies for a laser, shooting down missiles, shooting down mortar rounds, shooting down enemy aircraft, and so on. However, this also goes to the dangers of lasers. Because the technology exists, how easy it is to build one for yourself. A terrorist could easily build one.
Yeah, that's true.
This was a few years ago. I was going to include something like this in a book, but I realized that it was so easy to do that I decided not to. It was actually a terrorist-themed book. You could easily do it. It cost around $10,000 to make a 25 kilowatt laser that could shoot down an aircraft as far away as 2 miles.
So join our Patreon right now. It helps us support our laser.
So it's a catch-22. On one hand, it gives us great defense, but again, like any other kind of new technology that's been developed and matured, it does, you know, have risks to it. So yes.
Have you realized everything?
What are your thoughts, people? Tell me. Get on there and.
Have you realized pretty much damn near everything you've talked about today, James, has all been like basically Skynet?
Yes. Yes.
And we're watching Terminator. We're talking about lasers and.
Yep. What happens when you get an evil AI that controls lasers? No, hey, they're putting them on ships, you know, for defense, and I love it. I love the benefit of it, right? but like, they need to put them on tanks too, because those little drones that literally, there's, a tank, awesome. M1, awesome. I was a tanker. You know what? A drone can take it out really easy.
Oh yeah.
So they literally they're developing close range defense systems for armored vehicles, so they can take out drones and rockets, missiles, and whatever that have become serious threats. And so
that's all right. That's fine.
Military update.
I'm not worried about it. I got mirrors at my house, so I'm safe. I am safe. I'm just going to make my entire house filled with mirrors.
Would that deflect one of those lasers?
I don't think so. Although there would be some effect to it. I was oddly enough, I was using ChatGPT to look at the actual, because I did an amateur calculation on how much steel a 25 kilowatt laser can penetrate within 1 second, right? It turns out to be around 20 millimeters or so. But reflective surface, like if you were to put a mirror on it, would obviously degrade that, because some of that light would be deflected before it burned through.
There you go.
So,
screw you guys, I've been in the mirror house.
So reflective surfaces, angle, all of that does make a difference. But yeah, I thought it was fascinating.
There you go. We're going to dress up like disco balls and we'll be safe.
So next week, if you don't see James here, since he's been Googling and ChatGPTing all these things, he's probably going to get a visit from fucking a nice little guy with a 3-letter agency. And
back when I was doing that research a long time ago, I was certain there was all kinds of signs that was showing that I was being monitored. And, I was like, I wasn't actually trying to build one. I was trying to have a character that could realistically build one. And I wanted to know how he would do it. That's all it was.
And then I went to Home Depot and on aisle 4 that
like buying a stabilizing crystal, right? Where do you get a stabilizing crystal? They're really freaking expensive. But guess what? You can buy used ones that are still functional from industrial sites.
We just got 100 more views from our friends overseas in some Taliban nation.
All that stuff's available online. It's not like it's hidden. You just have to look for it. So this is not stuff that's not publicly not available. It's not like, I went to some top secret, drawer or something and looked up old papers or something. I mean, this is all stuff that's available online. And, I've actually been surprised that nobody has. And I really hope nobody does. I pray nobody does. But, or they've probably tried. But you're right. People like the NSA, they do monitor things.
Yeah.
And I think, if a person is serious or if a foreign terrorist organization is serious, they're monitoring them. And they're probably going to take them out and not even tell us about it.
Yeah. They'll probably take them out with a laser.
Right? Right? Even
charcoal.
more irony. And they're not going to tell us because they don't want people to panic.
People are going to panic over stupid shit. People are panicking because Jimmy Kimmel got fucking fired.
Right.
So, guys, make sure you read his next wonderful book, The Anarchist Cookbook Part 2.
Oh, my gosh. Volume 2.
Where it has wonderful subjects about lasers.
Lasers are us.
Lasers are us.
Get a knock on my door from the feds. Do you produce the OFO podcast? No.
Are you a fan?
Been noticing my traffic has been going way up recently.
Right. Hey, Israel's got the Iron Beam. And I don't know if you've ever seen their or their missile defense systems. They were using our Patriots and so on, right? To shoot down rockets. Now they're incorporating lasers.
The Iron Beam. The Iron Dome?
Yeah, and they went from the Iron Dome to the Iron Beam.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I can't even talk either. But yeah, so, they still have the old ones, but as they're implementing these laser systems, they're far more effective and cheaper to use.
It's going to be becoming like that all over the world, man. It's like, I don't want that shit. I don't want to be like, walk outside, instead of seeing the sky, I see some fucking dome.
Hey, the battlefield technology is changing. We got drones, not just skies on the ground. We have these small little drones. I watched an example of this. I don't know. It kind of looked like a tank, but it's really small. Mm-hmm. And they basically just had a machine gun attached to it. They also showed things where they would have sniper rifles or whatever. And that thing it's small and it zips really fast all over the field, gets behind the enemy and shoots them and zips off. Humans can't do that.
They can if you do enough cocaine. You can do that. You can do that.
For humans to do that, you have to move slow, and you're sneaking around the enemy. And these things are so fast, they're just,
I'm glad we're building Roadrunner bots now.
Yeah, I'm not. Honestly, I kind of miss the old, battlefield. You know, where it's man against man and machine, and not little, and flying drones and
So it's going to get to the point where you're going to get like 400-pound guys that are going to join the military just so that like I don't need to do an obstacle course. I use a joystick.
Mm-hmm. Right, and of course they have autonomous drones too, because you can have defenses against remote control drones. So
scary stuff. Lasers are scary.
I don't know. It's insane. That's your military update for the week.
God help us all. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the last segment before our game, and that is, will you watch it? Go ahead and hit the intro for us, for the love of God.
Will you watch it? I'd watch it. I'd watch it hard.
Okay, so this TV show we're going to watch the first episode of this week was Warehouse 13. Pete and Micah, U.S. Secret Service agents, are deployed in South Dakota, Warehouse 13, with a new assignment from an authority above and outside of the government. I think we've all seen this fucking show.
Mm-hmm. Fucking cool show.
Yeah, it's a great show.
It really is.
And it didn't last that long. I think it was only like 5 seasons, maybe 4 or 5 seasons. So it didn't overstay its welcome, because I think towards the ending of like the last season, it was getting a little like, ugh, this is fucking stupid. Some of the episodes, but yeah, I've watched the seasons, all of it, all the way through multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it still holds up today.
Mm-hmm.
Ram,
awesome show. I love the premise of the show. It's a great cast. It's a cool story. It's got a unique premise, and it's just good all around. I think I've finished the entire thing a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's still going.
No, it ended in like 2014, dude. I wish they like with that one and Eureka were like actually 2 that I wouldn't mind them bringing back, because I love those shows. That's back when Sci-Fi was Sci-Fi and not the Sippy channel.
Right.
I'm not calling it the Sippy channel.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed it.
I don't know. James, your thoughts?
Well, my verdict for Warehouse 13 is like X-Files meets Indiana Jones, but fun. I love the show. For all these conspiracies and banter that works. I watched the first episode, then the whole series. So yeah, it's definitely a yes for me. I've watched the whole series.
Yeah,
probably twice.
Yeah, same here. I've seen it at least twice. I know that.
So
okay.
What would you wish for from the kettle?
Actually, I wouldn't mind just having a ferret. I've always wanted a ferret.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Never thought about it.
Because it can't grant every wish. So the ones that it can, it gives you a ferret. So
I want to know what it considers to be an impossible wish. Because like
Democrats having a brain.
Because like getting transferred somewhere else, it seemed pretty reasonable.
Men becoming pregnant. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'd have to put thought into that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, the genie comes out of the bottle and says, I'll grant you any wish you want. If you wish right there, you're an idiot. Give it some time. Think about it. Make sure your wording is perfect. I mean,
no, I would already know. If I really wanted a one wish, I already knew what it would be. I'd want a perfect immortal body. So I would regenerate. I would never grow old. I would be the same for the rest of my existence, which would be forever.
You want to be Superman?
No, Superman grows old. Well, and he can die.
Kind of.
I kind of want to be like a vampire, except without, the allergic to being the sun, and like I don't have to drink blood.
I want to have an immortal body.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I want. Then I'd be like Evel Knievel.
Yep.
I'd just do stunts because I know I'd be fine. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Well, it's the ending of the show. So you know what that means. It's time to play the game.
Yes.
Going off of what we did last week, this week we're doing the same thing, except we're going to be doing it for TV show titles. So go ahead and hit the intro.
It's time to play the game. It's time for this or that.
No, I'm not making another intro for that. It's that because this is not going to last long. We'll probably do this a few more times, and then we'll move on to tits and gay porn stars. I don't know.
I mean, this or that kind of fits.
Yeah.
Are they going to say this? Or are they going to say that?
That's true.
Uh-huh.
All right, guys. So the premise is, I'll give you one. You have to get one word put into the title of the shows. It can be only one word, and the funniest one wins.
All right.
So the first one I already gave you.
Yep.
I gave you as a startup, just like I did the week with the movie. So it's just the 10 of us.
Mm-hmm.
James.
Drown.
What?
Drown, just the 10 of us.
Drown, just the 10 of us.
Okay.
I can't come
on. You had time for this one.
I know. I didn't. I put zero
All
thought
right.
on that. But hey,
just the tip. 10 of us.
Just the tip, the 10 of us?
No, just the tip and then colon. 10 of
Oh,
us.
okay. All right. Well, mine is
like a sequel.
just the 10 of us fucking.
No.
All right. Next one.
Like an orange.
Growing pains.
growing pains. Okay. I don't know.
No, growing penis pains.
I couldn't think of the damn thing.
I got growing anal pains. For these games, I don't even think we're going to be doing points because it's very subjective.
Yeah.
So there is no one on land. Okay, the Golden Girls.
The golden shower. Did you get that one?
As soon as I put it up there, I was like, he's going to get my answer.
I'm just going to make it different for the fun of it. Golden Age Girls.
Okay.
I thought the same thing. That's kind of an obvious.
And great, sick,
Golden
twisted
Girls.
minds think alike. So, next one, Family Ties.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Family BDSM ties.
Oh,
Ow.
I don't know, man.
That works. That's disturbing, but
it's disturbing. Hey,
Ram?
he said just the 10 of us.
I didn't bring out the Jeopardy theme music. Dude.
Right?
Come on. 5 seconds.
Fuck. Incest family ties.
You motherfucker.
No? Is that what you got?
Fuck. So you already know my answer. Shit. All right. Next one. Married with Children.
Okay. Married with Children sucks.
Okay.
Actually, I like the show, but
Married with retarded children.
Okay. Mine was Married with Trans Children.
No.
the same thing.
Yeah. So
It
yeah,
might be
that
an
works.
insult to the retarded children because at least they can't help it.
Yeah, they can't. They were born that way.
Yeah.
All right. Moonlighting.
Full moonlighting.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was good. I like that.
Moonlighting escorts. I don't know.
Actually, he was close to what I wrote. Moonlighting hookers.
Right?
All right. Oh, shit. Ooh, that was what? Flow.
No flow.
No flow.
No flow.
Urine flow.
And mine, menstrual flow.
Mm.
All right. Just shoot me.
These are tough.
Just shoot me first.
Oh, okay.
Just come shoot me.
Okay. And mine was just shoot me cock.
Just shoot me cock.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Not everybody loves
Not
it.
everybody loves Raymond.
All right. We're going back to movies next week, by the way.
Yeah.
Because these ones are, I think, are a little too tough. Even I was having pause when I was doing this, and I've had a few days.
Everybody loves Raymond porn.
Okay. And mine, everybody loves fucking Raymond.
Uh-huh.
And the last one, mad about you.
2. I'm mad about you too.
Okay.
What, the man about you?
No. The's not included on it.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't see the.
Yeah, I don't know why they put it on there. It's not the name of the show.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Mad about you, bitch.
Okay. And then mine counts as a single word because it's hyphen.
Okay.
Mad hard on about you. And that is the game. Always entertaining.
Alrighty then.
I think we're going to go back to movies next time because they were just easier. The TV shows are a little bit more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Except for a few were just real easy. Like the Golden Girls one was just
was an easy one.
That was just an easy one to get through. Ram, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. This was fun and awesome. Good James takeaways. Good Ram's top 10. I like your funny commercials in the beginning. Awesome.
I try to find something funny at the beginning of the show because usually it gets a little depressing and then it gets better and then it gets depressing. It's seriously like a trans child.
Oh my god. The lasers are scary.
Yes, Larry's and lasers are scary. Go ahead, James. What's your final thought?
My final thoughts is whether it's fighting real evil or robots, the lesson's the same. Stand your ground, keep your faith, and never cheer for death.
Very well. Very good. My final thought is I want to praise our new AI overlords and praise be to the mechanical army. Please don't kill me with your dildo laser. And if you do, make it funny. And with that being said, I hope everyone has a wonderful week. And don't just fuck off.
Thank you for listening. We hope you have a